It's like, what am I thinking? That might or might not be the initials that I'm gonna say. That's how you gotta think, really.
Yeah.
But go on.
Do you want to remind them of any that spring to mind? Just as a...
Exploding Pet was Atomic Kitten, doesn't really work. What
I
else?
fell down in a puddle in Texas.
I got my legs wet. Knelt down in the puddle, got my legs wet. Wet Knee Houston doesn't work either.
Whitney Houston.
Jamaican, swinging a fish round. Detroit Spinners doesn't work in the slightest. Doesn't work in the slightest.
How they work. So, there's 3 of them, you email in. So here we go then. Number 1. The gingerbread man has only got 1 leg. Right? The gingerbread man has only got 1 leg.
Got
the
it.
initials there. LB. LB, right? Okay. Second one. These people from the East Midlands swear a lot. Alright? These people from the East Midlands swear a lot.
These people from the...
East Midlands swear a lot. The
Okay.
initials TTD. Right? And, the third one. Have a holiday in Italy.
So you've done 3 then?
TB is the initials on that one. So quickly again, the first one, gingerbread man's only
Yeah, I got that one as well. I got that
LB.
one. I got 2.
These people from the East Midlands swear a lot, TTD. And the third one, have a holiday in Italy, TB. Email in with what the songs are and you win that stuff. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Hang on, it's not the songs, it's the artists, isn't it?
Yeah, just
Oh yeah, like he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Email only, please, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
we got that going.
Yeah, looking forward to the
Brilliant.
answers on that.
Bit of feeder would be good, wouldn't it?
Alright.
I love it. Placebo and Bitter End. I don't want to contradict you, lads, but it's not. We've got a full hour to go on the Ricky Gervais show on XFM 104.9. I am Ricky Gervais, the aforementioned Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington. Blockbusters.
Oh, ding dong.
Oh, who's that? Oh, it's a posh bloke who doesn't care about poor people. Hello, posh bloke, what are you doing? I'm in my Rolls Royce and I don't like the homeless. Oh, posh bloke, don't be a... You wanna do that?
Satire. That is satire.
Yeah.
There's nothing like
So it's
it.
political as well. I'm getting
Oh,
in
well, there's so
political
many. Don't
things.
even begin to show off.
I was showing that some foreigners are funny. I got in the fact that, like, if you notice that Chinese people wear different hats to us.
Yes.
So that's political in a sense.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is, Steve, right, that is like what I imagine Ricky's house being like when people are ringing the bell. Because they're all so different, it's got a little...
he's obsessed with all my friends being slightly different to each other. I've never understood it. He goes, there's no thread to them. All my mates have got a thread running through them. I was in literally after they walk out of the home.
Yeah.
But what do you mean my friends are all different?
Well, that could be... it wouldn't surprise me if I was round there and the bell went, and I said, do you want me to get it? And he said, yeah, and I opened it, and it's, you know...
What, holy fuck?
Holy, yeah, he's at the door, right, and then I'd say he's busy, close the door, bell would go again, then you got the little gay fella,
David Gray.
yeah, and then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not really, no.
Cause he's met some of my friends and he looks at them in a weird way. I mean, some of them are weird, but, he's just... Oh, the other night, right, he's got a thing about Robin, my mate Robin, right, who's a lovely bloke, right, he's going, I can't be handling him, he talks too much, you know, Robin sort of goes, and he talks really fast, and he's sort of riffing all the time and that, and because it does me head in. Why is he talking like that? And, I said, Carl out for a drink. I went, he went, Robin's not gonna be there, is he? I went, no. And I was there with, Johnny, and, I'd set him up. I knew Robin was gonna be there. Robin comes in, sits down and goes, hi. I go, alright. Carl goes, I'm going. And Robin sort of looks at him. I went, oh, don't be stupid. He went, no. And this is in front of Robin, who's confused. Carl goes, points at him, he goes, I said, was he gonna be here? You know I don't like him. And Robin just... it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
Appalling.
It was unbelievable, Steve. And Robin sort of looked like really genuinely sort of upset. He goes, well, shall I go? I went, no, don't. And Johnny went, oh, Carl, he's a lovely bloke, right? And Carl went, well, no, you know, I'm less annoyed at Robin now, who's done nothing.
No, of course.
Than you. And I went, look, just have a chat. He goes, no, it's not worth it. And Robin's going, right. I go, Robin, stay. He went, no. So and I made him stay. And in the end, they were getting on, weren't you?
Well, yeah, in the end,
I
he was
can't believe, what were you thinking, Carl? What kind of a dispute you've done?
Hang on a
That
minute.
is terrible.
Why am I the bad one when it's when it's Ricky's fault that we were both there anyway?
We all understand.
But it's
the
a public
rule is
place.
You don't say to someone in front of them, I don't like this person, I'm shooting off.
I don't think I said it like that.
You did, you
I
said,
wouldn't be
you
surprised,
said exactly like that. Yeah, and he was like genuinely confused, and he was sort of like sitting there thinking, "Oh, do I have to take this? What have I done?" And he was upset anyway. He just done a show that didn't.
You
know.
are one of those typical Manx who are arrogant and they swagger around the place like, I don't need anyone. And I'll tell you this, if you ever lose Suzanne, you are going to be one lonely man, I'll tell you, because you make no effort to maintain your friendships.
You say these sort of things that he's saying to you about Liverpudlians, and I'll tell you what, I've never met a Liverpudlian as rude as you.
You're like the Oasis brothers, you know, Larry, loud, rude.
No, but I said no. Robin's all right. I had a chat with him. He was a bit quieter the other night. He was fed up. I said if he's fed up all the time, I'd be happy.
I said,
He's fed up because you've just insulted him.
And he said he was all right. He didn't talk much. I said, well, he was upset because he'd been in the show and stuff. He said, well, tell me next time when his family dies, we'll have another drink.
I don't know what you're like, Carl. I don't know what you're like, mate. You are I just think you're. The more I get to know you,
You're
the more
not
I
a good
hate
mate
you.
with him. You would like taking the fun out of his little thumbs that he's got.
Yeah, but that's my squeezing his head to you, isn't it? I've got different mates with different parts of the body.
Yeah.
I like to squeeze your head. I like to look at his thumbs and
It's
that.
weird, you know, because I was thinking of doing a bit of educating Ricky.
Yeah.
Right, I'm always looking for stuff, learning stuff as well as doing the other job and that.
Yeah.
And when we went out with Robin, and
What does this mean to anyone?
Yeah.
I'm just having a conversation about people they don't know. Go on.
well, it's enough, innit? His name's Robin. He's got really small thumbs. Right.
He looks a bit like Millhouse, doesn't he?
That sums it up. He's like Elephant Man. You know what you're getting there, right? Robin, he's got little thumbs, right? So I came
I
in,
wonder if he's listening.
I wanted to do some research, and I thought, I wonder if there's anything on small thumbs. Right? I found something. Do you know the saying, rule of thumb?
Oh, is it an inch?
Well, do you know what the saying
Oh,
means?
is it hitting your wife with a stick?
Yeah,
Okay,
apparently.
come on, explain.
Well, rule of thumb, you know what that saying means if someone says,
Kind of, yeah.
Well, it just means
A rule of thumb, it's a
usually.
general rule,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
right? Well, where it actually came from is years ago, husbands weren't allowed to sort of clout the wife with anything,
What was it like in the past?
I know.
You
Yeah.
couldn't clout your missus.
with anything wider than your thumb.
That the stick had to be the same, no bigger than your thumb.
And I was
So a
thinking,
bit- so a big
Robin
bloke-
could do no damage if he went out with anyone.
Although his is wide, he's got a little thumb like a little knob, isn't it? It's like it's truncated, because it starts off normal. It looks like he's had, his big toes put on his hands.
Does he have to drink a pint with two hands?
Yeah, yeah. And he's dropping stuff all the
Can
time.
I just go back to the rule of thumb thing, though? The idea, what date was this? I'm not asking Carl, I'm looking at Ricky, because you're not going to have any idea, Carl. It's just going to be the past.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that...
I think it's the same sort of day where, I don't know, you got hung for being homosexual and you could shoot
I
a
just love the
Welshman.
idea that there's blokes beating their wives with shovels, logs of wood, and someone's gone, hang on a minute, everyone,
Hold on,
this is
wait
crazy.
a minute. Let's have a look at your thumbs. What can we do?
Wait a minute. We've got to have some kind of rule here. I'm all for beating your wife, but let's have some kind of rule. Let's give him a sporting chance,
Yeah.
surely.
He goes, well, I'll say, well, what about you can hit her with the width of your thumb? And the wife goes, make it the width of his knob. I go, no.
He slaps her again.
Yeah, yeah. Width of your thumb. Alright. Better? Yeah.
It's like it's like I always remember seeing in the swimming baths, there used to be those signs that would say, no running, no jumping.
Yeah.
That makes sense, no bombing, fair enough. No petting.
No petting.
It's like you're not allowed to kiss. in
Yeah.
swimming
Yeah,
baths.
well-
And I love the idea that it's probably some kind of lifeguard who sort of maybe saw his ex-girlfriend getting off with some bloke in the water and thought,
Yeah.
right, there's no petting anymore in here.
What do you mean?
No petting, you're not allowed to kiss her. Or no one.
You're not doing this just because you
No,
used to go...
nothing, there's not a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem, just leave and don't kiss. You want to swim, but don't kiss. There's no petting. Did you just write that on in
Yeah.
yourself in biro?
Yeah.
No.
What's this no fiddling downstairs in or out the swimming pool?
No.
No fiddling with her downstairs?
No.
Right.
It does annoy me though. I was saying to Ricky the other night when we were walking somewhere,
No taking her for a drink afterwards. You can't enforce that.
people who kiss and that in the street. I don't know,
Oh
is it?
yeah, people showing their affection for one another.
No, they can hold their hand and that,
Yeah.
Sure.
but it was just...
Yeah, I agree. I agree, yeah. I see two people eating each other, like, in a restaurant or something.
Two people eating each other?
You know, snogging
Oh,
in
right,
public,
okay.
yeah.
So that's that. Answers for Rockbusters we're doing now.
Yeah, well, come on then. Well,
Well, no, I think let's play a record. Let's come back with
apparently we've got what about a bit of Cure?
Do you want a bit of Cure?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go wrong. We're gonna go wrong.
Ding dong.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, it's a fat fella with lipstick. Hello. Forest, The Cure, XFM 104.9. Good track, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Going all the way back. All the way back there. Wow, Rockbusters. The results. You've had a few real answers, proper answers, I hear. So, either I'm wrong, or people do think like you. I've got two of them. What are the clues again?
Right. First one was, the gingerbread man has only got one leg.
I got that.
That was LB.
Limp Bizkit.
Right.
Yeah,
the
that
third
works.
one. The third one that I think you worked out.
Yeah.
Have a holiday in Italy.
Chewing Brakes.
TB, chewing breaks.
Yeah, this is the one I can't get. If there's a reason why I can't get this, we're not doing Rockbusters
Can I
then.
give the answer to this one?
Yeah.
What's the clue?
The clue, these people from the East Midlands swear a lot.
Yeah. TTB.
TTB.
The answer.
TTB.
Yeah, go on.
Give the clue again.
These people from the East Midlands swear a lot.
Tourette's Trent D'Arby.
Right, you're never doing Rockbusters again.
Tourette's Trent D'Arby.
Right, you're not doing it. You're never doing. You've blown it. You see, you sneak that one in.
Yeah, but I always like to sort of give two that, you know, are fairly easy, and then you sort of work out the men from the boys then, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'd have done a character called Tourette's Boy, friend of the little Chinaman, and it went ding dong. Oh look, it's Tourette's Boy, friend of holy fuck, holy fuck. You'd have been annoyed. Do you know what I mean? Oh, who's your mate, Tourette's Boy? Holy fuck. You'd have been annoyed, wouldn't you?
Is that a character from Lenny Henry? I can't remember.
I can't remember whether it's Chris Moores or Lenny Henry.
Yeah, one of them. Anyway, the winner, lucky old Richard Perks from Birmingham. He's listening presumably on Sky, and so nice to have him listening. And that's Richard Perks. He's got those answers, all of them right. In fact, most people seem to get Terence Trent D'Arby or Tourette's Trent D'Arby.
Well, I think that's offensive. If you want to complain, what's the number? What do they write to complain about that? Using
The
that
same
as an-
person you told people to write to and tell them I was a knobhead and shouldn't be on the radio. Last week when I was away.
Did anyone do it?
I think a few went through.
Did you listen to the show?
I listened back to the recording of
Did you
it,
get any emails before you listened to the show?
Yeah, when I got in.
Did it upset you? What sort of things was it?
Just stuff, I can't remember, just, it was weird, because there was like a few of them in a row, and I just thought, what's happened here?
Yeah.
And they were
Because
just,
we said that, yeah, because you weren't here, so what did you say?
I just said, phone in. We had a couple of genuine emails that liked the show, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I said, phone in, and leave messages or email Andrew Phillips and Carl Pilkington and just say the show was great. The show was brilliant without him. But they went a bit too far, did they? What did they say then?
I can't remember. I mean, it doesn't bother me, because I'm not bothered what people say, am I?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No, you don't care what you say to people either. Poor little Robin, he looked crushed.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Well, it doesn't matter, because he's doing well at what he does.
He couldn't even hitchhike home because they wouldn't stop because his thumbs didn't show up.
Yeah,
he couldn't. He was waiting there for ages by the side of the road.
Do you know the difficulty he has buying gloves? It's murder for him.
He wears little oven gloves from like Wendy houses. He has to wear Barbie oven gloves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, so, so the winner there, Richard Perks in Birmingham, if you could just email him with your address.
There was another winner, wasn't there? What was his name?
Actually, there was one person who got all the right answers, and there was almost a winner, but his name was Peter Kay.
And I like Peter Kay just coming second, so we gave it to Richard Perks.
Yeah. Peter Kay.
Let's play a record. Radiohead. There. XFM 104.9. Radio Stu Mitch and Carl Pilkington. Right, Rockbusters. Well, you shot yourself in the foot with that. So, Tourette's Trent D'Arby.
Amazing.
I mean, what did you think of first? His name and what words you could put in there.
I normally sort of just go through a Guinness Book of Hit singles and go, right, who can I do?
Right. You're giving away a lot of. I mean, that you're an enigma, Carl. I wouldn't give away your workings. I mean, because then everyone will be able to do it. And what you've got now is a gift that people can't really tap into. Do you know what I mean? See, that's what Lenny Henry and Chris Moores' mistake. See, I've sort of worked out how they do their comedy, and I'm doing it now.
Sure.
Do you see what I mean? Now that, you know, I'm doing it.
I mean, I think the only way that people would start to be able to replicate a lot of what Carl does is if maybe they had a severe blow to their head, or they were diving and they came up to the surface too quickly.
Ding dong. Oh, I'd like a severe blow. Oh, get lost, David.
Oh, let's have some adverts, quick.
Steely Dan, reeling in the gears.
Sorry about that.
Look, he's kind of put on his little duffel coat.
Yeah. Well, not very well.
You look like someone that walks around Forbidden Planet.
Don't say that, that's the ultimate insult. You can say I look like something that you'd buy in Forbidden Planet, but not someone that goes shopping in there. Please.
The Professor. Oh, the Professor. Oh, brilliant. Oh, talking about weird-looking heads and stuff.
Go on.
We're doing that cartoon on the internet at the moment. That little cartoon I did of Carl. And the bid's up to
Hang on, sorry, that doesn't make any sense to people that don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I did a little cartoon of Carl. And because he doesn't like his picture in the paper, when people request a picture of us, he started sending that off, and it's in heat, isn't it? It's going to be in Jack, and they put it on the internet, and they're bidding for it, aren't they?
Yeah, it's at 200 quid.
That's ridiculous,
that's
isn't
crazy.
it?
That's
So
crazy.
what I thought was, we've got to frame it, Carl. We've got to put the copy of Heaton or something. You'll have to the winning show, the show that they win on. You'll have to do a copy of that. So you know what I mean? They get something for their money. I think I'm mildly embarrassed. So it's for good cause and everything. But didn't someone say 250 if they can come in and watch the show?
Yeah.
We can't do that. We don't allow people. But what I thought was, what about the winner gets to come in and squeeze your head? So they get in for just 2 minutes. We present them with it. Yeah.
I'm not, no.
What do you mean no?
I'm not having strangers
charity.
coming in squeezing my head.
What?
It's for charity.
It's for charity, Carl. Come on, mate. What are you like?
I don't care. I'm not doing that. I think even an ill person would say, no, it's alright, I'm not that ill.
What do you mean?
You don't have to have your head squoze for us.
Squoze. Squoze. You don't have to have your head squoze.
Alright, let's move on.
So how do they bid then? How will they know they've won?
xfm.co.uk/Ricky, you can see the picture on there. If you're interested, if you think it's worth more than 200 and you've got some money, then you send an email in saying I'll give you, 220 quid or something.
But are you not going to let them squeeze your head? So we get someone here, the art department here, we'll frame it up. I'll put a little note of, like, authenticity, yeah.
Brilliant.
A picture of us. Can I have a real picture of you? A little
Imagine
behind the
David
scenes.
Dickinson examining that in a couple of years' time.
This is as cheap as chips.
Yeah.
You can sue him then, because he ripped off your phrase a little bit, didn't he?
You've been done here, mate. You have more money than sense. 220
I'll
quid.
tell you what, have we got Monkey News today? We might not get to it, mate. We are running out of time.
No, we're doing it.
What do you mean, we're doing it? It's...
The show isn't complete without it. I'd rather drop adverts and stuff.
Well, I'd rather drop adverts.
No, we're doing Monkey News. Do you want it?
Rick, my concern is that if you put Monkey News on the subs bench, it's going to be like David Beckham. He's
Yeah.
going to have his eye wandering to other radio stations.
Yeah. And look what he's doing.
Yeah, he's
He
off
might
to
be
Real
leaving off
Madrid.
to Real Madrid. I might take Monkey News off the radio too or something.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
don't believe in Monkey News on the
I
bench.
imagine if they're listening now, they're probably going to call you and go, Carl, were you serious about bringing Monkey News to Radio 2? Because the check's open.
Well, do you want a bit now, or what? What we're
Well,
doing?
no, I wanted you to tell Steve about your holiday. Because you told me in the week. Go on.
Steve, I mean, bad idea. I had a feeling anyway about going away with, like, Suzanne's mum and dad. Because I've never been into sort of family holidays anyway, right? Even when you see it, whenever I've been on holiday and you see, like, families on planes and that, and they're all having a laugh and a joke, loving it, and then on the plane going back, you can see that they've gone off into groups, and, like, the dad isn't talking to the daughter and all that business. So I thought, asking for trouble, but, I do everything once. Do you know what I mean? Boxing, dancing, going on holiday with parents and that.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
But fair enough.
It started off, it started off bad, didn't it? Because last week I told you that, our dad called us up and said, I want to take some tea bags with us to Madeira.
Yeah.
What's the best way of packing them?
Yeah.
Right, so I knew there was going to be problems like that, because the thing with Suzanne's family, right, they like having a routine. They know what they're doing every day. They know what they're having for tea every day. It's the same thing every week and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought this is going to be interesting, this, because they can't do what they normally do.
Sure.
I love it. I love you treating it like an experiment.
Yeah.
Right.
Just watching them all the time.
So the first problem was they'd never flown before. So I was winding them up a bit, saying, it's murder. It's really horrible. Plane goes all over the place. And then I'd done some research saying, well, I've been reading about it, and
What, she got a funny accent?
More people, there's more chance of me being killed on a donkey than there is on a plane. So I upset her. I said, right,
Especially
when we
if you
get
go to
there,
Spain.
I said, when we get there, let's see if there's any donkeys on the beach.
Yeah.
Right? And she didn't like that. So,
Oh, what? The joke about you hoping she died?
yeah.
Oh, what's up with her?
Right, so we get there, and, you know, they see the villa and that, they're quite happy with all that business, right, and all that stuff. And then, as time went on, I was getting a bit sort of fed up with them being around us